Right, so I'm removing the ECU from this car. So to release the battery, you just lift that lever and the ECU is right in here. This is where the ECU is. So we unclip that. That comes off quite easy to take out. Right, so I'll be unscrewing these two 10mm bolts and then take the ECU out. Right, so before I take this off, I'll just mark this with an O and a G so that we know this is the original OG. Okay, so we take off. It's a bit cold, really cold. Right, and the other one comes off. Okay. Okay, so with that plastic back cover off, right, so the ECU is out, all connections are off. That's my back cover, battery disconnected, and that's the ECU. So let's go in and do the job. Right, I apologize for the glare on the screen, but that's my laptop. So this, guys, is the schematic how we connect. I'm using the X-Horse multi-prog, so that's what I'm using to read. And as you can see on this ECU, I wrote no read G-box. That's the hotel failed to read this. So for this car, I'm using this ECU today, so I will mark it. I will mark this ECU, and then yeah, so this is all set up. That's our setup, the connections corresponding to that. And as you can see, that's the OG, the one that I just took off the car. So we are going to read this ECU. So we click connect, and as you can see, it's connecting, sending and receiving data. Please wait. It does take time. So that's our multi-prog. Right, there we go. ECU connected successfully. So please select read and write. Okay. So we click OK. You can hear the beep, and we click read. So there we go. It starts reading. So the operation was successful, and then we save the file. So this is the EEPROM. I will save it as original. original. So again, I'm saving it on the desktop. So we click save. Right, so now we go to the internal flash, and again we click on read. The flash takes a bit longer than the EEPROM. Right, so I think I'll pause and then come back when we are saving this data. So this is the ECU that we will save it as new. Okay, so I've written new, and this is the one that we are taking off, the OG original, the one that came off the car. Right, we are 92%, reading the internal flash, as you can see. And one thing worth mentioning is the part number. This is an EDC 17C10. So the ECU on the car was just coming up with a bunch of errors, and it was just misbehaving, so it had to come off. So now it's ending the process. You hear the beep. Our read was successful. So you can see there is the read. But if you look right on top, it's all zeros as if there is nothing, but the read is there, guys. Right, so we save the file again, and I will save it as original. Original. Again, we save it on the desktop. Okay, so this part is done. All I have to do now is connect this new ECU and write all the data back to the new ECU. Right, so here we go. That's the new ECU that's going in, all connected to the multi-prog. So it's now a matter of writing data onto. So we click open, and we look for, this is original. So we open, as you can see, that's the original. So we open that. Okay, just want you to see, that's the data there. Okay, so we will be writing that data. Okay, right, so we've got our internal EEPROM. There's the original bin file that we now write onto the new ECU. Okay, so I'm just gonna click write, and it's writing the EEPROM. that's done. Okay, so now we're going to open. So now we go to the internal flash, and then we click on open. This is the flash original. Okay, so we open on that. So we've got the flash original, and then we click write again, and it's going to start writing. Right, so that's the internal flash that we are writing, and there you go, internal flash original bin. It does take time, so I'm not going to wait until it finishes. So right guys, that's the new ECU all connected. So now we go to start the car. This is the moment of truth. Will the car start? Oh, we need to connect the battery, of course. I'm getting too excited, so I just have to connect the battery. Sorry guys, that's the battery connected. That's the new ECU all connected. So we start the car. See if the car starts. Grab the keys. Car starts. First time.
Wait for connection.
Got a bit of a engine check light, but the car starts absolutely fine.